It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan here, along with Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg. Happy you could join us. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And inside at center, a long 6'11", the skyscraping big man out of Texas A&M, DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the power forward position. And for the Lakers, and manning the middle, a champion in his lone season at Kentucky, and the 2012 #1 pick overall, shot blocker extraordinaire Anthony Davis. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. And it's LeBron James, and it's Anthony in at the 4 spot.
Lakers still pursuing another title, but it would be a real shock if that were to come this year. A lot of age and injury on this team. They lose Dwight Howard. This is a club that just doesn't have enough athleticism and speed to contend for a title.
Back to the Lakers. Clark, you think they're too old? Is this a team that needs to rebuild?
Not yet, Kevin. The saying is young doesn't win in the NBA. I think for them, health and chemistry are the most important factors. Also, I think this is a franchise that has shown it can make a home run deal, like acquiring Pau Gasol in 2007. Got 2 titles out of that move. I think they'll look to add some youth through their bench and restructure the personnel a bit, and they'll position themselves for another run.
Oh, look out! Nasty, absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
And I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
The shot by Irving. Shot is no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Tucker, guarded by Harden. Anthony off a pick from James. Anthony kicks to Davis. He's against Jordan. Shoots from 14. And the shot is good.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Here's Irving. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him how he was going to slow down Blake Griffin in this one, and he told me any way we can. He went on to add that he didn't really have any one answer for Blake because he is such a dynamic player. Adding, you see the dunks in the highlight reels, but he can hurt you in a lot of other ways as well. Really, we just have to throw everything we can his way. Guys?
Thank you, Doris.
You know, the Nets really turned things around last season, guys, and a big part of that was them turning around their road record a bit. Turned some of those losses into wins, and much better on the road. It got them the 4th seed in the East.
And for the Nets, who looked so much better when they were out on the road last season, actually ended with the 2nd-best road record, Steve, in the Eastern Conference.
And you remember their hot start to the season last year. Well, a lot of that was them coming in ready and winning games on the road. Eventually, they cooled off, made a coaching change, and then all the huge offseason moves. So this is really something to watch this year, a pretty exciting club.
Davis with a screen on Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 12. Misses off the left iron.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Harden dishes to Jordan. From down in the low post, it goes.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one. That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
Now, here is Harden, guarded closely. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clock at 6. Anthony against Griffin. Irving, good look. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
LeBron passes to Westbrook. Davis setting the pick for Westbrook. LeBron. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. LeBron's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Durant just inside the line. Rebounded by the Lakers. And Westbrook, here we go. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Griffin's there. Westbrook kicks to LeBron. Defended by Durant. Pass to Tucker. Shoots a 3. That's good.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. There's a check in for the Nets. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Davis sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Griffin a screen on Howard. Jordan off a pick from Harris. Harden kicks to Irving. He feeds it to Griffin. Back to Irving. And the Nets miss again.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
And up and down season for the Nets last year. The playoffs were just more of the same. They ended up getting knocked out by the Bulls in the only first-round matchup that went to 7 games.
Harden gets a screen from Jordan. Jordan sets the pick for Harden. Irving. Stolen by Westbrook. And it's the Lakers on the break. Westbrook's got the ball. A nice shot by Tucker.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Irving against Westbrook. Passes it to Griffin. Anthony on him. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. Griffin hits them both. 20 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Westbrook. LeBron James on the wing. One second left. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Tucker dishes to Carmelo. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Roy Hibbert, the 17th overall pick back in 2008. But there were concerns about him, that he was too slow, not athletic enough. Hibbert said, people said I wouldn't be in the NBA. People said I wouldn't be a starting center. I just proved people wrong, and hopefully I'll be the best when it's all said and done. The best? He added, quote, I will be the best center in the league one day. With his remarkable improvement thus far, he's not far off.
Well, you combine that size and that will to dominate. He's become a big factor. Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Harden grabs the miss.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Nets trailed by 13. Irving kicks to Harden.
Yeah, it was close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
It's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season, I think it surprised most of us. Some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So difficult season for the Lakers.
Don't let James shoot it.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Harden kicks to Irving. Griffin a screen on Westrook. Irving drives in. Can't get it to go.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
LeBron against Harris. Left side Davis. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Davis can't get it to go. And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season. When injury struck, they didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yep. You know, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happen, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting five. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
Free throw good, Howard.
You know, last season, an NBA owner, and we won't name who it was, mentioned that the Lakers could potentially amnesty Kobe Bryant. Now, he knew that he is still a top shooting guard and plays like a superstar, but his contract really is up there at almost $30 million this season.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Now, here is Irving. Back to Harden. Howard with the block. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Well, we know the Lakers have got, Steve, a lot of issues with their cap. It's only going to get worse this year and continue to spiral in the wrong direction. There's even been talk among the writers that cover the Lakers about the possibility of amnestying Kobe Bryant.
I can't imagine. I mean, he's played his entire 17-year career here in L.A., 5 championships, one of the all-time great Lakers. But it's a cap question. Do they want to spend all that money for a player who's going to miss a lot of the regular season with that Achilles injury?
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
They push it up 4 on 3. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, guys, the Brooklyn Nets going all in this season. With a team payroll of about $100 million, they have an additional luxury tax bill of around $75 million. Guys, the owner's sparing no expense in constructing this roster. But no question, a high burden of expectation for what they'll achieve. It's championship or bust.
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. Westbrook, no good.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Here's Tucker. And the Lakers with another miss. Nets trail by 12. Griffin passes to Harden. Harden gets a screen from Griffin. It's Harden with the drive. And the basket good. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Westbrook against Irving. Howard dishes to Carmelo. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Westbrook against Irving. Back to Griffin. Pass to Irving. Pulls up, high post, and he gets it back. That'll do it for the first half. Lakers on top, leading by 10.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thursday is always a great night for basketball on 2K Sports, so let's look back at first half action. Out at Staples Center, the Lakers are ahead against Brooklyn. It's been a scintillating open court attack. They hold a major advantage in fast break points. Some nice plays so far from Russell Westbrook. He's chipped in 4 points and seems to have a hand in every defensive play. He's all over the court. And this dedicated Nets team is weathering the storm. They've been getting roundly outplayed up to this point, and they'll need a bounce-back effort to make up for it in the second half. Kyrie Irving off to a rough start. His shot isn't falling. He's been ice cold. And that's it for now. Thanks for stopping in with us. It's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, who are all ready with the call in the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Los Angeles in a bird's eye view from above the Staples Center.
You know, a lot of things went right for the Nets last season, but one area they struggled in was handling the Western Conference teams. And 30 chances against teams out west, they only won 13 times.
Lakers leading by 10. Davis with it. He dishes it to Westbrook. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And back to the Nets against the West. That number not really what you want if you plan on winning a tough division, Steve, like the Atlantic.
Well, that was the difference last year in terms of who won the Atlantic. The Knicks had a great record against the West, and the Nets did not. So I think to get a high seed, to win the division, the Nets have to have a better record against Western Conference teams this year.
A nice shot by Tucker. Here's Irving. Now the feed to Durant. On the wing, Harden jacks up a three. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 12 points for James Harden.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Here's Anthony. Here's Howard. Now the dish to Tucker. He tries for three. Good. Tucker's got 10.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused, and while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all three of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. Look at Steve, got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Gets it to go.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Griffin a screen on Westbrook. Irving drives in. Here's Durant. Floated on the shot a bit long that time. Here's Jordan. That's good. Jordan's got his second bucket.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Westbrook kicks to Davis. The kick out to Westbrook. LeBron. Anthony, the pass to Davis. He's against Jordan. And here's Anthony for three. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden outside. Griffin kicks to Harden. A three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles leading by 11.
Well, let's start with the positive and the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said is the dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoff run.
Here's Griffin. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Six
to shoot. Durant. On its way from Irving for two. That's good on the jump shot. Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. The Spurs team just dominated them in every sense of the word. Injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for LA. And I think a lot of people thought that the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
Durant against LeBron. Griffin dishes to Durant.
Well, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Anthony. And there's another one for the Lakers.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
On the wing, Harden. Back to Irving. Outside for Jordan. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
He's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
And Westbrook, here we go. The three from LeBron. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
I thought we might see a little defensive adjustment at halftime, but the fast break continues to be effective.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Griffin's shot is good.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Back to LeBron. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. The shot's good from Griffin. And here's Westbrook. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. On the wing, Davis. Back to Anthony. Rebounded by the Nets.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either.
Durant gets to Jordan. And stolen by LeBron. LeBron right side. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. It's going to be on James Harden.
Now the Nets have to improve their approach against LeBron.
He's got 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
His outside stroke has looked really good today.
Harris is checked in for James Harden. He hits the second from the line. Nets trail by 11. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Howard. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Jordan sets the pick for Irving. Here's Griffin. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Griffin's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Top of the pass to LeBron. Defended by Durant. Outside Anthony. Kicks it to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to Tucker. Durant with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Griffin, and the lead is down inside single digits.
You know, offensively, his quarter has been perfect. Not a single missed shot. They got to keep riding him.
Out to Anthony. Beyond the arc. The shot misses.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
LeBron with the block. The drive by Anthony, and that is good.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
That free throw good from Anthony. Nets trail by 12. Outside Durant. Durant off a pick from Jordan. And Durant gets it to go.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Right side Irving. The pass to Durant. From the line. Here's Jordan. And another shot. And it's good on the way up.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Howard with the screen on Irving. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Dishes it to Melo. Sinks the three-pointer.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Picked by Griffin. Off the screen. Durant with another miss.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Anthony dishes to Westbrook. Back to Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. There's the triple. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
LeBron drives in. Tucker the pass to Westbrook. Durant against LeBron. Backs him down. And Tucker kicks to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Tucker. Shot denied. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Griffin. And Jordan gets it to go.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill the team.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.